Hello everybody, welcome back to Skibidi Circus. Now we all know that episode 2 has came out yesterday and it's really a great episode in my opinion. In this video, I will be telling you all the top 10 things that you missed in Digital Circus episode 2, which can lead to a lot of theories and proofs of what could happen in the next episode and the release date of the next episode. So here you see that Ragatha is trying really hard to try and make Pomini feel better, but Pomini's not having it. This shows that Pomini has autism and ADHD. This is really good representation for the show because you can see that she's like spacing out, and this is like really good representation, and it could lead into a lot of good things for the rest of the show. In previous episodes, you could see that Pomini is not having it, and she is not talking much, and she is like, oh, well, I don't really care, and she's very silent. This shows that she is non-verbal and autist, which is really good representation for the show. Another thing you may have missed is that there are drugs in the amazing Digital Circus, because here you see Kane smoking, and Bubble said that he was trying to quit. This means that there was addictive drugs and other horrible things in the circus. At first glance, it may seem like the queen is actually a really nice person, but actually, what happens at the end of the episode proves that she's actually the villain. Because here you see she's all nice and she's introducing our fellow heroes, and at this point you probably think, oh, she's just asking them for help, but no! She's actually planning on killing them. Not this episode, but definitely in a future episode she will end up being a villain. In this scene, you can see that Ragatha's actually a lesbian, and she actually likes females because she connects with the queen so much and she respects her, and she secretly probably wants to kiss her because she's a lesbian, which also shows when she's nice to Pomini because Pomini is also a lesbian. In this scene, you see that Jax is bloodthirsty for murder. Maybe in his past life that he wanted to kill people really bad. Maybe he was a serial killer. Maybe he was here in this scene. It shows that Ragatha is also a lesbian here. It's just really good representation for the show, see? But here, you see that Jax is making Ragatha uncomfortable, which means that he molested her. And he's abusing Pomini right now, which means that he probably wants to molest Pomini. Now this scene is really important because this shows the next release date for episode 3. Now this, if you look at the wheels, there is at least 3 wheels on each side, meaning there's 6 wheels, meaning the next episode will come out in 6 months. Now this scene is even more important because it shows that Jax has blackmail on Gangle. What is he planning to do? And what did Gangle do to Ragatha? Now this scene is super important because if you look closely at when Ragatha gets stabbed in the heart, you see that Ragatha is actually immortal, which also means that the rest of the circus characters are immortal except for when they get abstracted, which you could have said is common knowledge. But if you think about it, you could still die online because that's what happens in Roblox. Now this scene is extremely important because here you see that there are teapots in the sky, which actually means that the characters, the NPCs in this map, are actually British. And if you know British people, that means they're gonna cause a revolution. Below this scene is really important. I'm gonna cry because it's really sad. So you see that Pomini is opening up to Gummy Goo because she's trying to open up and tell somebody about how she got molested by Jax, and that he got her pregnant. I'm actually gonna cry. This is so emotional. Now, before I get into this more, please, if you are under the age of 15, click off the video because this gets into really graphical details. Okay, now that the children have clicked off the video, I just want to say that this is a really touchy subject, and Digital Circus has a lot of representation, and that this is really good representation, but it's also really sad. So as we know, at the last scene of episode 1 of Digital Circus, Jax had went into Pomini's room and touched her. Some leaks of this were shown on YouTube of the comics, and these comics, people think it's just really bad comics, but these are actually storyboards of what was supposed to happen. Now, before I continue, make sure you're liked and subscribed to show that you're a true fan of Skibidi Circus. Now that you're liked and subscribed with the notification on, I will continue about talking about the lore. Now, here, Pomini and Gangle are going up because Gangle told her that it's her body and not Jax's, and she should stand up for herself and never ever let anybody take advantage of her ever again. So Pomini's out with another. She has more confidence, and she's letting Gangle come stay with them at the circus so that they could be happy and confront Jax and maybe have a relationship. Now, as we were talking at the beginning of the episode, we see that the queen here is like, oh, good job. But as you see when you hear the growling, it's the fudge. It's for the fudge. So that's how you know that the queen is gonna come back in another episode as the villain to take revenge. So this is where Gangle dies. So now, as you can see, Pomini going very sad and sad because she's lost all her confidence that Gangle gave her, and now she's just gonna be scared and vulnerable to Jax touching her again. So that's all on Skibidi Circus. Thanks for watching, and make sure to like and subscribe for more amazing content like this and more leaks. And as we know, that because of the 6 wheels on that car, the next episode will come out in 6 months. So stay hyped. And me and everybody else working on the Skibidi Circus team, for example, Ragatha and I'm Pomini, we are going to be keeping you updated and sharing all the leaks we find. So subscribe for more content and more leaks. This is Skibidi Circus signing off. Subscribe for more amazing content and links for the amazing digital circus.